Listen, I'm going to say this, and I know people don't like it. Most black people don't want police defunded. They don't want fewer police there. What they want more.
Yeah.
As fires rage and riots continue in Wisconsin, it seems to many that any situation, no matter how clear or unclear, is used as an excuse for nightly destruction. Entire car lots are being set on fire, and citizens are having to defend themselves, sometimes with lethal force, as we've seen this week. But the pendulum is swinging and sympathy seems to be dying out. Look no further than CNN residents and their ridiculous cast of characters. Don Lemon calls the president racist every week, and tough guy Chris Cuomo pretended to emerge from his basement after beating coronavirus despite getting in an altercation with a man down the street from him. Nuance is not their specialty. But whether it's CNN fearing an election loss or an honest red pilling, my guess is the former, Don Lemon had some rather tough pills to swallow this week, as reality seems to have finally smacked CNN and its viewers in the face. To start, here's the parents of the man who was shot by police in Wisconsin. They're letting Don Lemon know they're disgusted at what they're seeing in the streets, and they're not mad at all at President Trump.
Quite frankly, disgusted. And as his mother, please don't burn up property and cause havoc and tear your own homes down in my son's name. You shouldn't do it. People shouldn't do it anyway, President Trump. I'm sorry I missed your call, because had I not missed your call, maybe the comments that you made would have been different. And I'm not mad at you at all. I have most respect for you as the leader of our country.
Now, Don Lemon and Chris Cuomo know they're very partisan and one-sided. They would never admit that, though. So it's hard to give them credit, even though they are saying something that's actually truthful. That's why these next clips are so shocking. After literal months of saying peaceful protesters is just property damage.
Now, too many see the protests as the problem. No, the problem is what forced your fellow citizens to take to the streets. Persistent and poisonous inequities and injustice. And please, show me where it says that protests are supposed to be polite and peaceful.
CNN, of all places, is finally admitting that rioting is not a good look for the Democrats.
And they're rioters, not protesters, and they're criminals as a result, and they are exhibiting what they say they oppose. We're seeing voters shift in terms of how they see these incidents. And they see them more now about riots than about legitimate protests.
The riots and the protests have become indistinguishable.
Here it is.
And again, the only thing that's sticking in focus groups. And that's why I said that that this is a blind spot for Democrats. They don't want to believe it.
Now, what's going on there at CNN? This is sounding a lot like 2013 Don Lemon. You know, the one that would be considered a white supremacist had he said these things today.
As black people, if you really want to fix the problem, here's just 5 things that you should think about doing.
But what everyone has been waiting for is someone on the left to say this. And some people have and some people haven't. But what Don Lemon says here is exactly what people want to hear.
Listen, I'm going to say this, and I know people don't like it. Most black people don't want police defunded. They don't want fewer police there. What they want more.
Yeah.
And most communities of color in this country need police. They may need police more than white communities. Okay?
There's more crime.
Because there's more crime. Poor communities. There's more crime in poor communities, regardless of what ethnicity you are. And African Americans, most African Americans know that. The fringes of the party want that.
The fringes of the party want that? Is Joe Biden saying to divert funds away from police somehow the fringe? Is Bernie Sanders the fringe? Is AOC, who gave a communist dictator speech at the convention, a fringe now? I'm not sure who to trust. You can't tell us for 5 months that all this stuff is wonderful and it's just protests and people expressing themselves, and then turn around and expect us to think that you're being genuine. It doesn't work that way. Celebrities and politicians bailed out rioters. Don't forget that. But now they're saying they're just criminals. Now, by the way, I do hope they're being genuine. It's just hard to tell. I know at this point you've probably had enough of Don Lemon for, I don't know, a couple years at this point. But this is important to show because these are statements that have been said by many other people for months. But they were rejected as hateful, racist, fascist, the list goes on. Here's Don Lemon saying Democrats are pretending this stuff isn't happening, and Joe Biden, the person running for president of the United States, isn't going to help you at all.
And I think this is a blind spot for Democrats. I think Democrats are ignoring this problem or hoping that it will go away. And it's not going to go away. And I think maybe Joe Biden may be afraid to do it. I'm not sure. Maybe he won't. Maybe he is. He's got to address it. He's got to come out and talk about it.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe, and go to rebelnews.com/livestream and sign up for alerts so you see all of our live streams as they happen.